All right. Are we live? Yeah. All right. Not bad. All right, we can get started. Ay. First time here, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's summer, so smaller turnouts. Probably have some more people on the way. They get here closer to 2. But you guys selling yet?
So we have like an online business on like TikTok stuff. We already work with it, but we want to get in the e-commerce bar and just talk about it. Like,
You're creators on TikTok, or you're currently selling on TikTok?
Kind of both of them. Not, yeah, kind of both of those.
Like a brand, or you're reselling?
We have, yeah, we have like our own brand, and we do like TikTok live and stuff. And we
Oh,
sell,
good.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, super bien. TikTok Live's been doing really good. Yeah.
It's something really good.
Yeah. And selling on Amazon?
We want to start on it. We just opening the accounts. We're learning on it. We like learning before we start doing it. How it's supposed to be.
What made you want to start selling on TikTok before Amazon?
So, okay, can I?
¿Por qué quería vender en TikTok antes de Amazon?
¿Cómo es? Mi nombre es Jonathan.
Carlos.
¿Perdón?
Carlos.
Carlos, nosotros tenemos en el negocio de comenzamos en el negocio de TikTok en el 2021.
Okay.
En realidad comenzamos, fue algo muy específico, porque lo que yo hacía principalmente era que nosotros vendemos joyería y íbamos accesorios para damas. Íbamos a tiendas, yo iba y vendía una venta T-a-T. Yo siempre, toda la vida me he dedicado a la distribución, tenía nociones de eso y empecé a hacerlo acá con joyería. Mi esposa empezó con eso y lo empecé a hacer yo así. Y un día llegué y vi que alguien hacía un live y me llamó la atención. Y desde julio del 2021 estamos haciendo live nosotros en TikTok. Hemos aprendido un poco sobre la plataforma. Hoy en día el equipo es de 5 personas haciendo live de TikTok todos los días, desde las 7 de la mañana hasta la 1 de la mañana.
¿Y joyas todavía?
Todavía. Joyas, accesorios, pero ya hemos ido cambiando. No hemos ido cambiando, hemos ido metiendo. Nosotros hoy en día hacemos parte de nuestro producto. Hacemos los dijes, hacemos impresión 3D.
Really good. Really good.
Y bueno, con Santi ahora mismo vamos a comenzar el negocio de Amazon, que es muy interesante.
Sí. Amazon tiene parte de live también, live stream, pero es diferente, muy diferente. Hey, how's it going? Good.
Hola.
Sí, Amazon tiene Amazon Live. Let me pull it up. Todo eso son live. Y cuando vas live con TikTok, puedes ir live a la misma vez en Amazon.
TikTok eso es muy egoísta y no comparte con otros, mientras que sí sé que con Instagram, Facebook y eso sí se pueden entrelazar y se pueden hacer live a la misma vez. Con TikTok son más celosos.
Sí. Okay.
Pero es interesante eso también.
Me imagino, I believe that joyas, jewelry, is a lot, mucho más difícil en Amazon para vender que en TikTok.
Sí.
Hey.
Y más que todos nosotros porque nosotros diseñamos en el live. Todas las personas que están en los live diseñan, es muy personalizado.
Oh, wow.
Eso no lo pensamos hacer con las
¿Podemos mirar el canal
Uy,
tuyo?
ahora mismo hay uno, sí.
You guys want to see it? There's people going live on TikTok, so we can get a peek at that.
Ahora mismo debe haber alguien.
Let's see. ¿Cómo se llama?
Ya va a ver quién está ahorita conectada. Si está Pochita. Déjame ver confirmar quién está. Sí, pero no está muy buena señal. Ajá. Sí. Ah, no. ¿Con cuál estará? No lo sé. Porque Ale empieza más tarde. Es la 1, ya terminado.
Vamos a ver si lo conseguimos.
No, no, acá está, pero no está conectada. Pero ahorita en un rato.
Ok, pero ¿cómo se llama el canal?
Bebecita.
¿Cómo se escribe?
Bebecita se escribe de larga. No, sin la E. Ese es uno, ese es el que va a empezar luego. Bebecita. No, pero es por TikTok.
Por TikTok.
Sí, yo quería, pero tú puedes encontrar por Google.
Lo voy a buscar por Google y poner el TikTok.
¿Ah, sí?
de eso.
Ok.
Sí.
Bebecita con C. O, ok.
No sé.
No.
No, ya déjame.
Bebecita joyería
Déjame
personalizada.
buscarlo aquí, yo se lo muestro.
Dale.
¿Cuál es?
El de aquí también. Esa Tania, joyería personalizada. ¿Cómo? Nosotros hacemos parte acá, hacemos otra parte en Venezuela y traemos de China también, bastante variado. Ahorita vamos a ver un poco ahí qué hacemos. Pero gran parte de los DJs y todo lo hacemos nosotros.
¿Como Charms?
Es los Sharons.
Oh,
Sí.
Empezar más como las pulseritas.
Sí,
o los
exacto.
collarcitos.
Sí.
Qué chévere.
Es ese. Ese es bueno, ese es uno.
Cuando cargue.
Ok. ¿Eso quiere decir que es live ahora?
No, no, pero no, ella
Ah,
no
no,
está
ese es
en
tuyo.
live. Tendrías que entrar
Ahí, pero no carga.
Ah, no, yo tengo que entrar. Ok. No, but I'll check it out.
Se intentó.
That'll be good.
Es ella. Ella.
So you have 5 people, 5 personas, going
5
live.
personas haciendo live.
¿Tú y 4 más
No,
o
no,
un equipo de...?
Todo el día. Un equipo.
¿Todo el día?
Y
Se distribuyen.
se distribuyen. Empiezan unos a las 7 de la
If I
mañana.
can ask, o si puedo preguntar, me imagino que está ganando más que estás pagando el equipo.
Desde el canal.
¿Perdón?
Este es
Ella es una. Ella se conecta ahorita como a las 2 de la tarde.
Y siempre son los mismos 5. La
Siempre
misma
son
5.
los mismos 5.
Mujeres.
Tenemos horarios fijos.
Todos mujeres.
Todas mujeres.
Ah, porque son joyas de mujer.
Sí.
Right.
Y son las que gastan.
Los hombres no venden. Bueno, yo puedo quitar un botón y... 2 años en el gimnasio ya. All right. That's really good. I'm going to check it out. Bueno, we're in the beginner hour. El nivel principiante, el primera hora. Cualquier pregunta, whoever has any questions about the beginner hour, let me know. I showed the sponsors in the beginning slide, but I'll also put it here so we can, what's going on here? We can also see down here, here's some of our sponsors. Something that I am super proud of is I put together this, which I'll speak about just for a second because you probably start seeing a lot more of it. But in the group, our community's been around for going on 13 years. Esta comunidad. And for a lot of that time, we spoke about everything from retail arbitrage to starting your own brand. We've done Amazon self-publishing. We've done merch. We've done all different things over the years. And over time, a lot of those business models, in my opinion, have died. Que no vale la pena de hacerlo, como retail arbitrage. Even wholesale now is very different than what it used to be. So in an attempt to focus the topics more in the group so that there's very clear, we're not all over the place, and we get a little more focus, which I think is going to be required going forward. We've had this newsletter already, which is our Wizards of Ecom newsletter, free. All this is free. And the influencer program is something that's really caught on with the group, whether it's somebody who has a brand, but they need to make some extra money, or they want to start a brand, but they need money to get here. We have a totally separate newsletter that I launched, which is just going to speak to everything you need to know to make money as an Amazon influencer, as a TikTok UGC creator. I have some trainings in there. The newsletter's here now. I'm dropping some trainings in the newsletter for anybody that wants to know. And I'm working on a program that should release, I'm gonna say in the next 4 weeks. I'm gonna release it as a free challenge at first, so don't worry about anything. But what I find at the end of the day that most people, the main thing that most people struggle with is money. So they wanna make more money. And I think this is the way to do it, is starting your own brand. That's the clearest path to making money. But you need money to make money. So this over here is going to allow people to start making money with almost nothing, close to nothing, which is almost unheard of nowadays. I find though that the people that are here, it frustrates me that people with the Amazon Influencer Program in the group are not making more money than they are. And it frustrates me because when I started selling, if this program existed, I would have been all over it. I would have been doing it 40 hours a week. The people that have dedicated themselves to this are easily making 8, 10, 15, I've heard of $20,000 a month doing this program. If I had the opportunity to do that, I wouldn't have been running around in the middle of the night unloading trucks for a few $100s. And I would have been all over it, but a lot of people are not. So when I look into why, what I notice is that people are afraid of the camera. And they're just terrified of the camera. Tu equipo no tiene miedo de cámara porque, right. Pero la mayoría de gente sí tienen miedo de cámara, tienen miedo de hablar en público. I don't, well, I used to. So what I've created is something, a training to get people comfortable being on camera. So I'll probably release the program in the form of a free challenge for people to get in and experience it, probably like in the next few weeks, maximum 4 weeks. And it's gonna take you from a whole bunch of different challenges to how to go live, what to say, how to structure yourself on camera, all the way through advanced camera angles, teleprompters, like all that stuff, so that it's overkill, because you don't need that for this. But I know 100% that if somebody does a couple days of it or a week of one of these challenges, they're no longer going to be afraid of the camera at all. You're going to have a lot more confidence on the camera, and I think that's going to unlock. So something else that I wasn't going to say, but you guys mentioned with TikTok and TikTok Live, that is the direction that we're going. Live stream, video first. So one of the side benefits that this would do, which wasn't even my intention, is going to be, it's going to unlock that for you, because there is a lot of opportunities with going live. You're not considering them. Most people are not considering them because the idea of getting on camera is just not acceptable. They'd rather everything burn around them than get on camera and make a fool of themselves. And in reality, there's no way around it. Your first 10 videos, me imagino que el primer 10 videos live de la compañía de nosotros fue un desastre.
No, por supuesto.
Yeah.
Esperaba.
The first 10, or in Ramon's case, the first 100, they're going to be horrible. but you have to do them. You have to get that suckiness out. The challenge is going to solve a lot of that, and then this newsletter is going to be giving a lot of tips. So I'll be sharing a lot more about these as we go. Most of you are probably already a subscriber to this one, but this is a new one that's going to be focused just on user-generated content, Amazon Influencer Program, getting comfortable on camera, reviews, working with brands, getting brand deals, all that stuff that I do all the time. So I hope you subscribe to it. It's free, and that you enjoy it, and that it helps you grow your business. But I was pulling this up for something else. Oh, the sponsors, which I mentioned. Let me get this out of the way so you can see it. They're down here. And yeah, so we're in the beginner hour until like another 40 minutes. So who has any questions? Really, any one of those days? ¿Quién tiene preguntas de...? Puede preguntar en español si quiere.
No,
Sí.
me está preguntando como que cosas a las que dijiste.
Ah, okay.
Em,
Who here is not yet selling on Amazon? I know tú no estás vendiendo en Amazon, no estás vendiendo en Amazon. Why? ¿Por qué?
Okay.
So we are learning right now. We just start thinking on it. Like we've been thinking. Hemos pensado en hacer eso durante mucho tiempo, pero como que tomamos el paso adelante hace no mucho y nos estamos educando antes de empezar a vender. Ya tenemos las cosas abiertas, estamos aprendiendo y pronto pues empezaremos a intentar y ver cómo nos va yendo con la práctica.
Yeah. I definitely think it's important to study and like figure things out, but there is such a thing as almost like too much. So I would my recommendation is just study it, figure it out, but set a date that you're gonna have it figured out by X date, and by X date you're gonna launch. Or I'm imagining it's gonna be launching your own brand. Tú vas a lanzar tu propia marca.
Queremos hacerlo, pero queremos primero aprender. Con lo que hemos visto, el curso es como que tener la marca propia es un poco más difícil que vender un producto que ya existe o que tiene, que es conocido ya. Pero como les dije, algunas cosas hacemos nosotros y tenemos pensado. Nosotros trabajamos con joyería, ¿sí? Hoy en día nosotros traemos empaques, los empaques de nuestra joyería, por ejemplo, para utilizarlo nosotros. Esos mismos empaques queremos empezar a hacer los estudios con las herramientas, ver qué tan rentable es traerlos, como lo utilizamos nosotros, también ponerlo a la venta con Amazon, y así vamos a ir aprendiendo el negocio.
Pero ¿qué vas a poner en Amazon? What are you going to put on Amazon?
Packing.
Jewelry packing.
Ajá.
Sí, vamos a hacer como la...
The packaging for the jewelry.
Ah, solamente es el packaging.
O sea, vamos a ir por la...
Por ahora.
Sí, por ahora sí, pero nos queremos inclinar más como a la parte de cosas que necesito para la joyería. Por lo menos los empaques o rollos de cadenas, cosas así.
So,
Cosas que las personas van a necesitar para...
let me check.
Productos propios como lo que hacemos en nuestras impresoras 3D, que son accesorios también. ¿Perdón?
Que a veces uno quiere comprar un regalito económico que venga bien adornado
¿Y
para
qué-
mandarle a
qué
alguien,
lo-
como en nuestros países que uno
¿Cómo
compra
este?
regalos bonitos y en Amazon todo horrible.
Nosotros tratamos de vender cosas diferentes. Nuestros empaques no serían los mismos. si-
Como el tipo regalito sería
Sí.
súper lindo. A veces, por ejemplo, yo le quiero mandar un regalo a una tía y pues no me quiero gastar más de $20, pero que fuera bonito.
Sí.
No un llave y todo feo,
Exacto.
pero que llegara bien.
Eso es lo que queremos
bonito,
hacer nosotros.
Como para el día de la mujer, para el día de la madre, cosas que no te cuesten mucho, pero que sea bonito.
Por ejemplo, puede colocar, escribir sobres burbujas, sobre.
Like, ¿puedo ponerlo?
Bubble wrap, packing.
Okay, so
No,
No.
yo le escribo sobre.
Bobo. Ajá.
Ok. Eso es un producto que nosotros utilizamos, no así como tal, sino más mejor. O sea, mejor, más llamativo, que mejor. Y queremos estudiarlo, por ejemplo, para, hey, mira, vamos a tener ese producto para ver qué tal.
okay, so that's good. Eso está bueno, pero joyerías, joyas y es como supplements, es súper competitivo y difícil. Después hay esta categoría, que el competition es increíble,
Brutal.
online, brutal.
Oh,
Supplies por negocios que venden online yo vendía en esa categoría antes. Es difícil
Ok.
de hacer un profit.
¿sí ves?
Y yo
No lo
estaba,
sabía.
y yo estaba trayendo containers llenos de bubble envelopes para ganar 3 kilos en cada venta.
Ah,
So, es súper difícil.
Difícil.
Nada más para...
¿sí ves? Entonces, eso es lo
Queremos
que...
tener algo que tenga más diferenciación, más valor agregado.
Ok.
No
Sí.
algo tan commodity, tan
Básico.
mismo que
Sí,
yo-
si quiere probar la plataforma, mi consejo es encontrar algo que no tiene nada que ver con packaging, que no tiene nada que ver con joyas,
Ok.
totalmente diferente. O entrar con joyas. Pero entrar con joyas, pero muy controlado, como un listing super. Yo creo que es mejor. Y de entrarle joyas es difícil también, porque Amazon tiene gating. Dice que cualquier persona no puede vender en la categoría de joyas. Tiene que pagar $10,000 para probar que eres un negocio que sí tienen acceso de joyas que son verdad, que tienen los markings de
Ok.
oro, de...
Ah, pero es que esto no es joyería,
No,
eso
es
es
bisutería.
bisutería. Y
Es como
no
gold-plated.
fake, sino
Gold-plated.
que es como...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No importa.
Doesn't matter if it's
No,
jewelry, it's
no.
real
Well,
jewelry.
I'm pretty sure, yo leí y eso es, o sea, de lo de las marcas.
Se llama
de-
costume jewelry. Costume jewelry.
That is not
Yeah,
gold, no.
si usa la palabra gold, gold plated, fake gold, no importa. Si usa la palabra gold, tiene que entrar a la categoría de ungating.
No.
Tienes una barrera de entrada alta.
Pero habría que ver cómo es el movimiento.
¿Sí?
Porque si el movimiento es interesante, pues ahí lo estudiamos.
No, el movimiento es súper interesante, pero los profits pueden mover productos con publicidad, pagando publicidad, pero la pregunta es si hay dinero después de toda la publicidad.
Exacto.
If there's any money left, there's any profits left after all of the advertising.
Ok.
I heard like a story of a woman that she was from Colombia and she was selling on Amazon like El Ratón Pérez doors. Something when the kids just change the beat. So Ratón Pérez, I don't know how to translate that. So she sells the door. It's like a decoration, and just it's something very unique. You can just look there.
How-
Ratón Pérez.
How do you spell it?
And she's like now making a lot of money. Ratón, like mouse. Ratón. Pérez. Door. Door.
This one?
Door. It's like that.
Oh.
You see? That. And she's making a lot of money with that. Like
¿Qué es
she
eso?
has now like a
dice
warehouse,
que
like
practica para lo de
selling
los
that.
dientes, para los niños. O sea, como que-
Nah.
Los nichos, sí, en los nichos.
So you have to find something
I like it,
very
actually.
unique, very that there's not too much
$21.99 for this little thing.
And I was so surprised.
I like it.
The husband just left the job and they're
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
family thing now because she's making a lot of money.
What did we do wrong? Es muy interesante.
Por lo menos, no sé.
No, it looks really good.
And I didn't know that exists.
And-
When I heard that.
See,
story.
and one of the things we're going to talk about today in our topic of the week, which is the checklist, la criteria de un profitable private label product. For me, this one is very good because it lends itself very well to content. Pictures of this on Instagram, little videos on TikTok with somebody looking, that's going to sell. So vas a vender.
Súper lindo.
Hey.
No sé, por lo menos sé que en YouTube es muy famoso y los creadores hacen mucho dinero haciendo videos de contenidos para niños y de juegos y juguetes. No sé si será lo mismo para categorías de ventas de niños
Sí,
y juguetes.
You totally can, yeah. Pero creando un canal cuesta también. Nosotros tenemos un canal, estás en pause, como 1 año y medio sin crear contenido, pero pasamos 100,000 subscribers, recibimos el plaque de YouTube, que estás en el otro cuarto, pero es un trabajo. Sí. It's a really good product. I like
Súper
it.
lindo eso.
Sí. Yeah, people come up with these little niches. Yeah.
With kids, you buy, I think in the US, the sports is to buy online. That is the national sport. Everybody buy online. Everything, stupid things. And they say $10. You say, oh, $10, but my children are going to be super happy. So you
Yeah, absolutely. There's something called garden gnomes, and they're these little, ¿cómo dice? Estatuas, de, que puedo poner en el jardín de diferentes cosas que venden. Uf.
Muéstrale las tres.
para como duendes, como cosas
Sí.
de jardín, decoración de jardín.
Sí.
Estará en TikTok.
I am not sure. I just come to this class to see ideas and to learn, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet what to do with Amazon. Like, I don't know how to get advantage of this amazing channel and this amazing opportunity.
So
because I
the-
don't feel yet like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tried the
yeah.
other day the influencers program,
Aquí,
but it took me a lot of time to edit
Ahora,
the video
tú-
and to put it online, and then I get nothing that
Dile que eso lo
makes
hacemos
sense.
nosotros.
Por lo menos,
Um,
disculpa.
And I was thinking about, I have a lot of knowledge, and I was thinking about creating an ebook to sell online, because it's just one time. So I don't need to create more and more content like every week. So I need something that I can just have one thing that I can sell too many times. I don't know.
So the short answer for that, let me create just one thing that just sells a whole bunch of times.
That's the brand.
Right. Es una marca.
I know, and I don't feel, and every time I try to think about an opportunity to make money, I don't feel good when I'm selling something for someone else.
Right.
I feel amazing when I'm selling my products, my services, my thing. And I know that I'm a good selling everything, but I don't want to do that anymore in my life. So I just want to invest all my time, all my energy, my faith, my pride, everything in my brand, in my products. So I don't want to do that for.
So why don't you?
No, that's what I'm telling you. That I don't know if I can make like a ebook or a book that to sell online, because I don't have a product right now. You know, I have a product in Colombia, but I don't have now
So,
how to put
I-
this product here in this market.
So I've spoke with you before outside of here,
Yeah.
so I know you're really smart and you have a great personal brand and you're very good with branding. But I think that if we were reversed, if I was you and you were me, and you just told me what you just told me, what would you say? So you have a client, and the client just told you, I don't want to sell anybody else's stuff. I just want to work on my stuff,
Yeah.
right? I want to do my face, my knowledge, build my brand. Should I start an ebook? There's like nothing else that I can do. Like what?
No, because you were talking about who is on Amazon right now. I'm
Mhm.
doing a lot of things in another channel.
But why Amazon? What?
No,
What?
because this class is an Amazon class.
Sí, sí,
so
sí,
I was
but-
talking about what can I do on Amazon. I'm doing a lot of things
Okay.
platforms. But I don't know how to use Amazon with the things I am building in my personal brand.
Right.
So I thought that was the question, because
Ah.
it was like,
Yeah.
who is selling now?
I don't, like if somebody came in and they were a realtor,
Okay.
I'd probably say there's not, like Amazon's probably not they just want to do real estate and they're a realtor. Amazon's probably not a direct fit. But, or if they were an immigration attorney, and they didn't want to sell products. They just wanted to do immigration, law, and that's it. Again, Amazon's not a great fit. There's other things that are much better than Amazon for them to do just that. Now, if they were saying, I want to diversify, I want to also sell some products that are completely different than what I'm doing, that's a different story. But the one thing that they could do, but you're not going to make very much money off of it, is ebooks. So if you're a lawyer or you're in real estate and you want to improve your authority,
Yeah.
having a book says something. But you really don't make money off the book. You
Yeah,
make
it's not for the
you
book.
make money off the conversions of people that now want to work with you in your thing because they see you have a book.
Exactly.
Right. So if you got
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be on the ebook. I think I'm going to finish the ebook this weekend, and then put my ebook online, just like to help me with my authority.
so what,
I have no idea how much money to ask for that. I have no idea.
For the book?
$4, $3. I have no idea. No idea.
so what I've seen is first the ebook doesn't really do much for you. But the same effort that it takes to submit and upload an ebook and format it, it's only 2 more buttons for it to be a paperback book that's available for sale.
I'm working on the book at the same time, but I feel that I have been working on this book for more than a year, that I feel it's not ready. Every time I see the draft, it's like, no.
No, but the
I
book,
don't change.
the,
So
the-
I'm working on the book.
right, so that book that you put on Amazon as an ebook,
No. I'm working on a book, like a long book,
uh-huh,
but I feel like every time I read it, it's like not yet enough or perfect to go and see the world. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, I'm going to put just an ebook, like it's very short,
about what?
similar things about the book. It's image.
Pero give me an example.
Let me show you.
Because while you're looking it up, if it's going to be something similar to what you're doing, same thing. Put it as an ebook, click the 2 buttons, and also have it as a short paperback. Because the paperback, for people that do offline events, I know GC's going to an event of yours, I think next week. In that event, you can have little paperback books. Past,
Yeah,
past
50.
25 pages, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. And you pay author copies, I think author copies now are $2 a book. No minimum order quantity. But passing out an ebook link to everybody, which nobody's gonna read,
Okay.
versus having a paperback book in everybody's seat when they get there has a totally
The
different.
design is going to be beautiful, so
Sure.
I think it's going to look amazing in print.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much to sell the book for? If you sell it paperback, Amazon's gonna set a minimum price so that they don't lose per sale.
Okay.
You can price it higher. I don't recommend doing that because the goal
It's not the money.
The goal is not the money from the book,
Yeah.
the goal is more people consuming.
Exactly.
Right. And that's it. If you do the ebook, have links, but understand people don't read. Like it's very few people actually read.
The ebook that I'm doing, I'm designing right now is very light, easy to read. I have a lot of graphics and infographics, like it's very easy to read. And the book that I'm working, like I've been working for more than a year, is more like hard to read because more dense. I have a lot of scientific back in the back, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
So
So-
that's a great idea. I never imagined that I can print the ebook because it was short.
oh no, you can print 10 pages, 5 pages, doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter on Amazon. You can totally print it.
Okay,
But
so for personal brands, Amazon is a channel that you can use only for the books and the ebook.
depends on what your personal brand is. So
If you don't have
like I do business journaling twice a day. I do a journal.
Okay.
So I used to have just an open blank pages, and I would just write in the morning and I'd write in the evening. No, I used to just write in the morning. And then when COVID, I think when COVID hit, I went to go order more of my blank writing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna write more because I'm gonna be in the house. And they didn't have any. So I asked online, you know, what journals do you recommend? And I was scheduled to go to a conference for this guy named Brendan Bouchard, but they canceled it. And come to find out, Brendan Bouchard has a journal called High Performance Planner. And it's structured for morning and for afternoon. And so I bought it. And since then, that's the journal that I do every day. So for me, if I was ever gonna get into, I don't know, like I imagine, if I'm doing personal branding, I would say, I think for everybody it's important to journal and capture your ideas. I think if somebody's their own personal brand, I think it might be more important, arguably. It's almost like your quality control. I might consider creating a journal so the journal would be something that you could sell online. So like, there's different things. If your thing is about yoga, then you could do yoga products. You know, Pat Flynn has a personal brand, but he has a personal brand that talks about vlogging. So he came up with accessories that you can use with your phone for vlogging. So it really depends like how you want to connect it and specifically what you're going to talk about. You might have cards. Ramon is into playing cards, but your playing cards could be, you know, here's a deck on overcoming imposter syndrome. Here's a deck on prepping for an event with impact. You know, here's a deck of cards that will help you set up the foundation of your personal brand and be really, I don't know. So cards could be something that you could do, and cards are a physical product. Yeah, they pay a lot of money for them. The cards that I have in that room over there, like overcoming sales objections, all that stuff there, I probably have $1,000 in cards. Yeah. I mean, just accumulated. You see how many cards I have? All these different decks of cards. Yeah, they pay for them. And the cost on the cards are not high.
So these cards, for example, the positive affirmation.
Some of them are. Some of them are. If your personal branding thing might touch, if say you wanted to work with podcasters, and I'm imagining an element of that branding is, you know, the way you ask questions to your guests has a specific, I don't know, style to it. You developing your interviewing style would be it. Here's an interviewing style deck. So you have decks for the different areas, and people can buy them. People might say, you know what, I can't afford to work with Linda, but let me say.
Of any deck, of any card, of any.
Let me put.
How can we buy something related with?
Workshop deck of cards. Oh, I have this one in the office. This one, Workshop Tactics, $85. Let me show you, $85. This one Ramon has.
That's your product?
No. Look, they're on Amazon. And a lot of these ones that I bought, and I'm going to go in there and grab one or two of mine real quick, these decks, and bring them out here so you can see them. But that's a really good sign right now. Well, I put in workshop. Let me put business or motivational.
Yeah.
Motivational.
Okay. Yo gringo y compran este ruedo. Yo no me imaginé que eso existiera.
We gotta find a lot of books.
Yeah. So, oh, I just put motivational. Badass era. Listen, biatch. No.
But that's very cheap.
Well, it's cheap because of the branding style that they used. But with what you know, you don't think you could turn this into something that looks. What about this did you think it's cheap for?
Because it's not a personal brand behind that. Like how it was.
But do you think this one is?
That's something that everyone knows?
No, I'm asking you. No, I'm just asking out of curiosity. I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree with you. I looked at this one and I was like, this is a brand. I looked at this one and I was like,
Oh, okay. The Badaceras, it is a brand.
that looks like a brand.
Because I have like a strong name, like Badass Era.
Yeah, well, this one says, listen, bitch. I mean, that's pretty
Listen,
strong.
bitch.
Yeah.
I can go buy that one.
Grit mindset. Look, grit mindset cards. This looks, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the colors. The 1% better deck.
And you can just print that as you inventory.
No.
That's inventory.
No, I don't think, I mean, there might be some. I'm gonna bring out 2 decks right now, and I'll just show you some decks so you get an idea of what is possible.
Sí, sí. Mira, mira.
Badaceras is a brand in a way because if you think about it, if you're like in your 40s and you're visiting my Badass Era, and I am accomplishing all this when people think that you start winding down, 50, 60, you know, whatever. And that, you're gonna get a lot of people that are that age to relate to your story, and then you tell them this card just says Badass Era. And it's kind of-
But how do you get the traffic to sell that?
In Amazon, there's two different ways to get your organic or bring it from your own,
Like social media.
one or the other.
¿Y qué cajas tan bonitas?
These are the ones we saw online.
$85 ones.
Those are the $85 ones. I have all 5 of these.
But you really use it?
You know, I used it a few times in the, I got those Storyteller Tactics I got because I love story. And then when I got into their funnel, there was like only a couple bucks more and you get tactical. I'm like, I love tactical. And they got me in the funnel, and next thing you know, it's $450. But this has a really nice presentation to it.
Wow.
So, these
They're
are,
high quality. I see
these
it.
are, these are high quality, but these are really not. You
Oh
know,
my God,
these are not.
that's cheap. That looks cheap.
It is cheap. But how much do you think these pod decks
No
were?
idea.
Take a guess.
$10?
But what do you think they sold it for?
$10? $10?
No, this whole set. What do you think they sold it for?
Okay. 25?
Add 100 on that. $125.
Why?
Yep. I found
There's
out.
more wisdom in the Bible. And it's not too expensive.
Well, it's only $25.
Yeah. So like,
But look, this packaging looks amazing.
that does look really nice.
Mine will be like this.
Right. So, but to your question, can you just print out a few? You know what? If you go here, I'm sure there's a lot of companies that will let you just print out however many you want of these. But this is a product.
But what kind of people read this?
Me? Am I your avatar? Your avatar does.
Oh my God, I just love to come here and learn.
So
Every time I learn something.
you've been to the Friday breakfast. My motivation in getting these was that in the Friday breakfast we'd be able to get one and we'd be able to do a session on something.
Have you done that on the breakfast?
We've never done it before because the one time that I brought it out, there was some previous people, tú lo conoces quién, antes, who was in the group that was very disruptive, and if they weren't the center of conversation, everything kind of went off the rails, but we'll probably bring it back. There's one exercise in there that I do frequently in my business called pre-mortem. And a pre-mortem, post-mortem is checking something out after it's dead. But a pre-mortem is looking at your business and saying, okay, what can happen for my business to die? Like, what are the things going on in the world that could do it? One that I've done frequently is on the agency side. If you turn on any social media right now, agencies are dead. They're on life support. They're going the way of the dinosaur, right? So obviously, I'm human. You look at that and you're like, well, are we? You know what I mean? Like, should I be thinking about other things? Thankfully not. But I ran a pre-mortem, which forces you to remove yourself and your biases and step back. It's not a matter of, I want to be right. It's, I want to be on the right side of things that are going to happen. But it's called a pre-mortem exercise.
But we have a lot of AI access today, so we can ask like, give me tools for everyday insights. So what kind of people still like these free?
People that love you as a brand and want to follow you and want to support you and understand what you're selling.
Also, no matter what AI does, and it's amazing and it's going to get more amazing, nothing will replace the benefits of actually writing something down. There's still a huge benefit in the tactile experience of AI doesn't replace that.
And how you use this? Like one day you take one, how you use this?
Well, that's not a daily, I mean, they're all different, but there's QR codes on there that talk about the exercise, and this is a critical thinking one. Let me see if I can pull one out. Some of them are pretty complicated, but you get one of these. I'd love to do it in the group one day, like as a session, but let me see. Strategy Media Kit. Law of Instruments. So you'd like scan that and it would give
You
you.
know what I just think? I have an idea.
Oh, mira,
This
ahí
one.
te.
I have been like training for 10 years people, companies, like sales, management, groups in personal image. And this, I think this is useful for the training. Right?
That's
For
exact.
training.
Yes.
And now that I am not anymore in Colombia, and I can sell these training tools for other.
Absolutely.
B2B sales of those type of decks, oh my God, that'd be, but that's another place.
Because I'm not there anymore. I have lost like a lot of opportunities to do like conferences and training.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of new and the new generation of image consultants like me, and I think I can create like a way of use these kind of tools in training, in corporate training.
Yep.
Wow.
So all that to stem from Amazon's not as direct fit as somebody that gets into Amazon and says, oh, I want to launch a physical product. I want to launch bubble wrap. That's going to be much more of an obvious fit. But you depending on what area of service in branding that you want to do or who you want to focus on, there's plenty of opportunity in Amazon that you can indirectly take advantage of. But it's from what you described in the beginning of, I want to just do me, just do my face, my whatever. That sounds like a course, but that sounds like a course. That sounds like a course,
Yeah.
is what that sounds like. You know, but the closest thing to like, I want to build this once and let it keep selling is a brand. And even then, arguably, you're never really just done with it. Like, there's always issues. That almost doesn't exist. You know, it's a unicorn that you do one thing once and then it just continues.
No, but at least in a few months until you get like another idea and then you increase your portfolio of things.
Yeah, I don't want to say that the Amazon influencer program is easy. It's not. But the people who have actually stuck with it, it is work. But the people that have actually stuck with it in a few months are making some good money. So, just depends. Preguntas? Questions? We got 5 more minutes until we get into our topic of the week. Any questions on the stream? Advertisement of business. Yeah? It's great for advertising your business. Those types of products are excellent for Facebook ads, for Meta ads. Because your cost on this is almost nothing, and it's selling for $85. So you have enough to play with ads and still make money. And there's a nice upsell. There's other decks that if somebody's into this deck, they're probably into these other decks, and you can upsell. But yeah, that's fine.
It could be like a 30-day challenge.
Totally.
Thinking about my thing, right? So one card is something that you have to do every day.
Yeah, a personal trainer could come across stuff like that and create an excerpt. I mean, there could be, 5 different color cards for different parts of the body, and then depending on that card you
But
pull.
there's an app that works with this. There's like something digital.
I believe there is for this. I'm not sure. This one, yes. This one has an entire online system. So really, really good. I think it would be excellent for trainings.
Interview game.
Yeah. All right, let's get ready for. All right. So our topic today is going to be, where's my chair? The topic today is going to be product selection checklist for 2026. What's winning now? We've covered this topic in from a few different angles over the last few months. So things have been changing a lot. So, which is why I'm trying to touch on this topic a lot. This one's meant to be more of like a conversation amongst everyone, and absent that, I brought notes so that we can follow this along in some sort of logical order. But before getting into like a lot of the real specifics of what's working from like a 50,000 foot view, you'll love this. TikTok to Amazon is absolutely amazing right now. After TikTok, basically the thing that is not doing absolutely amazing, it's not doing bad, but in some areas it's just Amazon. Like if you're just 100% reliant on just Amazon ads and you picked a challenging product, you're in a really bad situation right now. If you have a low-cost product that is solely reliant on Amazon ads and does not have any sort of subscribe and save feature or replenishable element to it, you're not in a great spot. Some exceptions, but you're definitely not in a great spot. TikTok to Amazon, great. I've been aggressively looking at some Instagram to Amazon strategies using AI video. I'm almost disappointedly shocked as to how well it's doing. I mean, like off the charts, good. It seems that it depends on the product. So I've talked to a few people. One of them, do you know Alejandro?
What?
Alejandro from Toast.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what you said.
he's doing AI video and sales. Yeah. So a guy named Alejandro, who we know from Toastmasters, he's been working on his AI video stuff for a while. On Thursday, he's going to be giving us a behind-the-scenes walkthrough training that's going to really shorten the learning curve for me in being able to teach you guys. And he's going to allow me to record it. And once I have that, and I've launched some stuff, because I don't like to talk a lot about stuff that I'm not actually doing and getting my hands dirty with, I'll be getting my hands dirty with it really fast, and I'll be sharing everything that I got, as well as how to do it. So I'll share with you guys how it gets done. As a matter of fact, the program that I'm going to be releasing in about 3 to 4 weeks for the Amazon Influencer Program, one of the modules that one of the sections we plan on adding, since some people want to make money with the Amazon Influencer Program, some people want to make money with the TikTok user-generated content, we're going to add something in there for people to make money almost as an affiliate using AI video on behalf of brands. Because like one of the things user-generated content creators try to do is make money from brands and brand deals, but the communication with them and getting the free products and all that stuff is a bit of a challenge. This cuts a lot of that out. So it'll allow user-generated content people without even the brand's permission to be able to make good money off of this. So this is going to be a skill that I'm probably going to prioritize through the back half of this year for the group. And that would give everybody the TikTok to Amazon unlock, as well as the Instagram, let's call it the IG to Amazon unlock. Ramon brought up a good point this week. How come not TikTok? I think you asked him the question, like, how come people from TikTok are not doing it? I have no idea why. I think maybe TikTok might be stricter on AI video, would be my guess. Yeah? Is that what you got out of it too? But the platform right now that seems to be open for it is Instagram and Facebook. So I'm rolling them together.
I
But
think it's an AI problem. It's this false health claims that TikTok makes it an issue. Not necessarily AI.
isn't that crazy how TikTok is enforcing harder?
Well, TikTok is US now.
Right. Plus what Instagram and Facebook.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's not crazy because it's Chinese. It's crazy, that has changed now.
Yeah. So we got that on the agenda, but using either one of those with the right picked product is just like rocket fuel for your product. If you don't have a product currently that fits in either one of those, I suggest your next product, you make this the major criteria in your product selection process. Highly recommend it because it's working at an alarmingly high rate, which is great. Like anything though, my gut tells me that the FTC is going to continue cracking down on this. So we probably have a year and a half, 2 years of really just taking advantage of this since it's wide open. I recommend.
You think the FTC is going to crack down on claims or on AI?
Both. Yeah. Well, AI claims made around products. So that's my thing. I think there's going to be a complete different side of that, which is just enforcing laws that already exist regarding claims. Regarding claims around medical. Yeah, I see the whole thing being completely shut down. Year and a half. Year and a half max. Year and a half, 2 years. But this would be one of those things that I wouldn't be shocked if it was one of those every December or something major happens in the e-com space. I wouldn't be shocked if it was this December or next December. But if it's not this December and we got some time, I think you should totally milk it. It's a good skill set to have because the skills you're like, let's say that we spend the next few months getting really good at this AI video skill and it gets shut down, right? Not your account, not anything like that, but that method as a channel for driving traffic. The skills you're now going to have and that are going to be second nature to you on this is going to allow you to do some really cool stuff with just your own types of videos and your own types of promotions anyways. So I'd still recommend doing it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So criteria and the FTC stuff, this guy's already saying like they're hearing more and more from the affiliates, but affiliates push limits harder than a lot of other people, but they're already starting to get hit. Like there's starting to be people that are getting their account shut down, but we'll see.
TikTok made some big changes recently with regards to affiliates and the ability of what they can say and not say. Things are changing already with affiliates. For example, like, oh, there's a big sale going on, and then you go to the listing and doesn't have a sale at all because the sale happens and it expires. Well, TikTok now expects you to delete those things. I don't know how that's going to work out. But
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Okay, criteria. One of the one of the things I think should be eliminated out the gate now is starting your product sourcing experience with software. I think if you, I'm not saying you can't find a good product that way, but I think you're limiting yourself pretty massively to possibilities. I've never been a huge fan of starting with software, but now that Amazon is not now that you literally can launch stuff on Amazon that does not have existing search, which is huge, I don't see a point. As a matter of fact, I think there's a better argument if you're going to use how about this? If you're going to use a software, don't use any of the Amazon softwares, even though some of them are starting to bolt on some TikTok stuff. I would use Calodata. If you're going to use one, start off with Calodata. And the reason for that is the products that you're going to be able to surface that are successfully moving on Calodata already are very demonstrable in video. They already lend themselves very well to creators, whereas in the reverse, if you just start with a Jungle Scout or a Helium 10, there is no guarantee of that. As a matter of fact, the majority of the stuff you're going to surface are not going to be. So if you're going to use a software, I would recommend starting with a Calodata or like a Stellar Sprite. What software is anybody using in here? Any? ¿Qué herramienta? ¿Te usa Calodata?
La verdad, nosotros tenemos como que nuestro propio software.
Lo diseñamos.
Lo diseñamos con
Nice.
alguien y entonces todo pasa por lo que nosotros sabemos manejar ya.
And how did you do it? ¿Cómo construyeron?
Nosotros en Venezuela teníamos distribución, éramos distribuidores de consumo masivo. Trajimos a alguien que trabajaba en Unilever, que era el encargado de hacer cosas de software, del software de Unilever, y hoy en día trabaja con nosotros. Con la experiencia que teníamos allá y lo que íbamos necesitando acá en el negocio, lo vamos construyendo, y cada vez que necesitamos algo, lo construimos y lo...
Eso es lo que nos beneficia porque cada vez que necesitamos algo lo podemos poner muy de fácil acceso
¿Es
para
el
nosotros.
software de la producción o es el software para buscar productos?
No, la producción
rentables?
de nosotros, de la empresa. De la empresa.
El software que usan en la
Ah, no.
empresa.
Ah,
Y él está
Ya.
pero
hablando
¿qué
del
herramienta usan con
software
TikTok?
Para buscar productos rentables.
Sí.
Oh, no.
O ideas.
Todavía no hemos
O
pagado
ideas.
eso, no.
Él está hablando de eso.
De eso,
Ah, ok.
Lo pueden mostrar ahí para que la gente
Sí.
son unos software para que puedan dar
Ah, bueno, a mí me habían recomendado unos para que serían en Amazon, que es Bestseller, que lo puedes añadir como Amazon y puedes...
Oh my God, Rev Seller, I haven't heard that in a woof.
¿qué?
Yeah? For variation? For variation reason? Yeah? Wow. What about DS Quick View?
Something happened, I just killed it because something changed that made it super slow. Made search very super slow, but literally I've been using it till like
Quick, really?
last month.
Wow.
¿Ese para qué es? ¿Ese es para qué?
Eso es para saber información de electrónicos.
Good, brother. All right. So this is it.
What can you do there? What is the...
Pretty much anything that you'd want to do on TikTok for research, for anything, for lives, for creator finding, for top selling products, for trending products, like what's working, what's not, what's up and coming, that wasn't last week. I mean, just anything you possibly want to know. Video and live stream data, historical data, creator data, product data. It's a lot.
Carlos, what do you think about this trend that is now in China, that they have these buildings with studios?
That's been going on for
the
a,
sellers selling in different studios at the same time, doing live.
yeah, that's been going on for a long time. Well, they're doing it right now.
But
Todo
what do you
día.
think about the business idea of the studio, like the physical location?
Yeah, you know,
I think now here in US there's many places like that, or there's a business opportunity.
I don't understand the business opportunity there.
Okay.
I consider,
Why in China it's like this?
well, China has siempre está ahead of us, years. But we, in a warehouse that I used to have by Tamiami Airport, we set something like that up. Not the booths, but we set up like you have the warehouse, and then this section right here would be a garage. Que parece un garaje with a storage thing, and there was a wall. Over here would be una cocina. And we have,
Different areas of the house.
middle, right, a bedroom, and in the middle, we'd be able to have a camera. And the idea was we'd be able to sell it also to businesses, like photography businesses and video. We couldn't get any,
You were too ahead of it. Now maybe.
we couldn't get any demand on it, but then the idea is, like, let's say we got this building, or it was twice as big, and we offered a service, which was, you can come in here and live stream. Why would somebody come here to live stream? Like, why would they not live stream where they're at?
Why they do that in China? That's my question.
That's what I've not
Why
been,
don't the girls are at home with all the things and the...
that's what I've not been able to figure out.
What I've seen, Carlos, is in like California,
Uh-huh.
there are some places that may be the same for exotic situations. So whenever you see a video or a short on an airplane, it's not it's a studio of an airplane. People do that to the stupid shit and create their videos. So for things like that, I can see it because you cannot get a video for airplane very easy. So you can just pay
Right.
for the video.
I 100% see that.
So you're paying for the stage
Yeah, exactly.
because you don't have that at home.
Yeah.
So you need a nice
A set.
environment, like a
Yeah.
set.
Right,
That's
but,
something you
right, but these individual booths that are pretty much just partitions, where somebody can sit there and go live, I don't understand that business model. I don't know why they do so much of it in China. Like, why are they not streaming from their house? Is it a data connection thing?
The speed of the
Is that what it is?
internet.
Because if that's the case, then I don't think that would work over here, because most people have great speeds at their house and they have a lot of options as to the speed.
I don't understand what it is.
Yeah,
maybe
but that would work.
Is the design?
But they don't have a unique design in those.
No, I saw the other day the video that this Chinese girl selling in the street, like I'm changing the clothes, like 3 seconds for each dress.
street?
Live streaming out in the street.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought about, I'd love to create a hub, which is kind of like what I try to do here, but we do it with entrepreneurs, but I'd love to have a hub of nothing but like creators that get together and want to do that. But why would you, like, what area of Miami do you live? Pembroke. Why would you get a membership here to come live stream here? What would compel you to do that? Why would you not live stream it in Pembroke?
maybe you don't have the equipment like, for high quality streaming.
So that would mean that the location has the quality and has the speed.
The speed,
So the equipment. So the equipment,
These girls that work for you are employees or la gente que trabaja contigo son parte del negocio o son empleadas? Las 5 que hacen.
Dos son parte del negocio y otros son empleados.
parte de negocios son dueños, socios.
So maybe for this studio you can have different employees that go work in that studio. Maybe you can control the time they are online.
So one of the things we plan on doing here, starting in January, is renting out the location for podcasting, right? And I guess it's sort of similar, but with podcasting, a person is coming here to podcast because when we've looked at it, it's usually they don't have a location that would look nice in the podcast.
But now there's a lot of places here in US where you can rent a podcast
Right.
studio.
Right.
But not why we're not ready to rent places for TikTok live.
What it might be is going live and being on video in China. They're 10, 15 years ahead of us. Nobody's afraid of going on video. Here, we have sort of the reverse, and most people are terrified to be on video. So maybe that has to change, and then when that does, there'll be such a demand. I don't know, but I've not been able to figure it
I
out.
think there's another criteria is like the location. Because of I just read that about that, but I'm not sure. Is where are they located so they can get more, they can sell, yes, I remember. So there was this girl that was doing like a live, something like that, and she wanted to sell something that at a higher price. So she has to be close to these neighborhoods that we can get these kind of people or something related with the.
Right, but if you're going live, why does geography matter?
I don't know, that.
Well, but you bring up another point. these people that are going live and they're showing all these phones and everything they're doing, is that their inventory? You know, or does the company own a bunch of inventory and they're like, you can come here and do live stream and anything you sell, we have it to provide.
Maybe it's a commission, maybe.
So it allows somebody to sell things and make money without having to buy inventory. So
That makes more sense.
that would be possible. Or if,
That's a business model.
yeah, that's it. But you see, I couldn't figure it out for years and now we just do this and now I'm ready. Next week,
We are going to have here different booths.
voy a hablar con mi esposa. Say, babe, we're gonna do it. Ramon said it's a good idea.
What's amazing of this place, because everybody has a different background and we can just have a lot of new ideas.
Absolutely. Well, the products, like we mentioned before, very, very demonstrable. Meaning you could just show it easy, it's engaging and everything on video. One that I mentioned before that is a cool criteria, but I wouldn't say it's a mandatory one, is ASMR. Anything that can give off ASMR is the,
Audio, something like noises that people stop with. Yeah.
right, like that's ASMR. Some people have a video of just that, or do it on the box, do it, right. That's ASMR. So like if there is an element of that, I don't know if with the jewelry, there's the making stuff and it's got like sounds.
Los videos que son basados
Sí, lo que hacen con
estás
sonido.
tocando cositas.
Tratamos de hacerlo. AMS,
ASMR.
y a veces cuando lo pone en práctica durante el live, hay más...
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's shockingly good. I don't know that I would have it as like my main criteria to sell a product, to decide on it, but it would definitely it would prioritize it a lot more if it did exist. Like I would look for that, like is there that sound?
Or if you're doing something, like drinking coffee,
Yeah.
preparing something, and you're talking about it.
My kids like to watch this YouTube video with us, and it's this Asian guy with black gloves and candy. And he must have a phenomenal mic right out of camera. And he's got a soda. When he drinks it's like, and you hear it, and when he's eating, it's and the kids are like, you're sucked into this thing, and you're just eating. And it's also like this huge thing of candy, and you're like, oh my God, what is that gonna sound like when he does the gummy? And it's like, I even get sucked into it. Like it's big. Like people are into that. And if you can do it, and if you can incorporate it into your videos, that lends itself very well to a product. One that I would say if your product is gonna be just Amazon, I think, and it would help you if it's also off Amazon, but honestly it becomes less important if it's off Amazon, is differentiating your product. If you have a product that looks like everybody else's product and it's selling on Amazon right now, you are in a lot of trouble. It costs a lot of money in ads to stop the scroll, get the click, and if your product looks like everybody else's product and you have to share that with everybody, I'll say right now, I don't understand how anyone's even making a profit doing it that way. If you have a blue towel and it's folded in this nice little triangle, like 10 other blue towels that are all selling for roughly the same price and roughly the same reviews, why click on yours? You know, like it becomes this race to the bottom. I would avoid that at all costs. If you read anywhere to go do something like that, I would. Now the exception, same blue folded towel, which I can't think of a more boring product, and you can somehow put a spin on this thing on TikTok. I don't know what that spin would be, but you could somehow put a spin on it. Maybe it's It could be that this one influencer only wants to use such and such towel because other towels leave micro abrasions on her skin, and this is the towel she uses, and it's got this nice, gold little lettering right there in the corner. And now all of a sudden that towel, but to be honest, it's the gold lettering that would stand out on Amazon in that sea of blue. But now all of a sudden that towel is selling a lot better and probably crushing the competitors on Amazon because it has another outlet or another, not outlet, it has another stream of sales coming in from TikTok. So like, I still think differentiation is better if your if you're going to sell a product, but you can get away with a lot more if you're bringing in TikTok. Or I would say even now, Instagram.
And TikTok is amazing because I have like heard about businesses that just start like a few months ago and they only have 300 followers and they sell.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's amazing.
I just-
You cannot do that on Amazon. You have to be like more like stronger and with money and ads and everything. But on TikTok it's an opportunity to start with something small.
Yeah, I just started working with two people. Intentionally, I can't say their brand name because, well, one of them's part of the group, but doesn't want the product and put out there what they sell. The other one's not part of our group domestically, but they're sometimes on the stream. The one on the stream, starting with first, has but you're probably going to see it around here, and I'm going to ask her if it's okay if I mention it. She's probably going to be okay with it because she openly talks about it everywhere. And it's plant-based cleaning stuff. It's plant-based cleaning stuff.
For this new era of
Yes, but-
everybody wants to be more
Yes, right. Yes, it's that.
conscious about the products you use for people.
Right. And I think you know what, I got to show you this because I'm conflicted on the branding. Like part of me is like, wow, yeah, I guess that's the direction I would go in this. Because what you're imagining when you think of like a plant-based cleaning supply is green leaf, and it's like the typical almost sterilized hospital green. You know what I mean? Like, look, this one doesn't have that.
What is the color of the brand?
Yeah, it's almost like sunflower yellow, shiny sun yellow. But a different, yes, but not that yellow. You have a unique yellow, I feel like. That's not, I wouldn't call that like a sun yellow that you had. I felt like yours was more like a mustard yellow. But then again, I'm bad with that. I've just said more types of yellow than I even know in my brain. Right, but like, it was a different yellow. This one's more of like a bright, playful yellow.
But it doesn't match with the idea.
Right, and I think I just said what the issue was. It was playful, but then it was yeah. So like, do I take this serious? I think it's going to stand out in search, which take it on Amazon. So we're talking, and in the initial conversation, we're about to have this thing, and I'm like, hey, you're about to get into plant-based cleaning supplies. We're about to have the tough part of the conversation to see if we're going to work together. I need to know your ad budget because otherwise you're going to churn in 2 months if you turn around and tell me you have like $1,000 to spend in ads. Because like, there's no way we're ranking this there. So she's in the right range on ads to start. And then she goes, I don't need to make profits off this for a while, and I should be able to send, like, if I send traffic, is that going to help during the launch? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Where are you going to send traffic? Oh my God, you got an email list. What's going on? No, she goes, TikTok. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, what's going on TikTok? And she goes, no, we launched it 4 months ago. So now I'm deflated again. I'm like, oh my God, 4 months. She believes she's doing $20,000 a month on TikTok. Her, 2 other influencers, she goes live a couple times per week. $20,000 a month on this thing. These products are not high-end products. I mean, these products are selling, I think, like for 25 bucks. So you know how much you got to sell to do $20,000 in sales? So I was like, hey, can I check out your TikTok? I'm thinking like there's something not, like I heard you wrong. No, that's what it is. Well, you know what I did hear wrong? It's 20,000 in sales. Not all 20,000 of that was on TikTok. It was about 16, and then 4 each month was roughly on Shopify. So that's what it was. But still, yeah, still, absolutely. Only been 4 months. The other person, we started working together, and I'm like, hey, I think you should do a TikTok to Amazon launch. They're like, do you know anything about that? I'm like, yeah. We got some experience doing that. We couldn't come to terms with us doing it, so instead I'm just kind of like advising them, do this, do that. Month 1, 11 grand. Went live once a day. Una vez al día, live. And the other person's product is a probiotic. Yeah, but a probiotic that
A woman's?
it's a woman's. Why? How did you guess that? See, but why would you say that? Did I miss something? Like, why did you say? Because there's probiotics for men, there's probiotics for kids, there's probiotics.
No, I can't imagine.
That Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's a probiotic for a woman. Absolutely.
Because in the
Do you know
past-
something I don't know? I want to know.
No, because in the past, there was only for the gut
Mhm.
health. And now you can use it for another part of the body health.
Yes, yes, yeah. Well, you're 100% right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, but the other day I was like, oh. it
I'll tell you how close you are to it because one of the words in the brand is flor.
It's what?
Flor.
Flor?
Flor, como un flor.
Una flor.
Sí.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very feminine.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the part that you were referring. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So the killing it. Now that person's doing great, and a chunk of that launched on it. We didn't have time to turn the ads on, and this thing was selling. Like so.
Carlos, sorry to interrupt, but any major difference between a regular TikTok feed and live streaming when it comes to selling?
Yes.
Regular what?
Well,
Like
you.
a regular posting on TikTok,
Like a video.
video advertising, as opposed to a person going live and trying to sell.
So you can come across somebody's live in the feed. Like if you're scrolling on TikTok, you can come across somebody's live. But there's also, if you swipe, is it swipe left? If you swipe left, you can see a feed of nothing but lives, just nothing but live videos. And then the algorithm does its thing. If you spend more time looking at video games of shooting, you see that. If you spend more time on supplements in the gym, you're gonna see more of that. You can follow, like I can imagine, you can follow their brand, and then when they go live, you'll know and you'll get notified that they've gone live. So no, there's no real difference on the live side, but to sell, like if you get on your TikTok right now, and I'm imagining you're just starting, and you go live, you could talk about products, but you're not gonna be able to link to a product to sell unless, to your shop, unless you have a store. There's some workarounds, but unless you have an actual TikTok shop.
So you're working on the comments.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yep.
I was going to tell you about my little sister. She lives in Georgia, and she just started like 4 months ago a new business. They are selling services. There's no TikTok shop because there's nothing like a product, but they go on the live and they have these videos and they get a lot of WhatsApps super quick in the same moment, and they're selling video service.
Absolutely.
They're sending merchandise like boxes to Venezuela, and in Georgia is too big, so nobody wants to take the box and take it to a place to send things to Venezuela. So they have this service of they pick up the boxes in everybody's house, so they make it like a route. And the people on TikTok is like, I need to send something, so please. And there's a lot of WhatsApps, super fast. So it doesn't matter if you have a TikTok shop or you're selling a service. When
Yeah.
you go live, there's a more
Yeah.
probabilities to sell.
I know somebody doing it with stickers. They have a whole bunch of just cool stickers showed right there in front of them, and they'll customize a sticker for you right there on the spot, and they're just going live, and occasionally just make some free stickers, and they'll do a contest on the stream, and if you win, they'll make you a free sticker, send it to you, and then other people are seeing with a sticker, and they're like, well, what can I buy a sticker, and can you do X? And he's like, yeah, we can do that. I see people doing it live with stickers. I see people doing it with 3D printers, like right there on the spot, making you something, like a little Lego body. And then if you send a picture or a link of your picture, they'll do your head on that Lego body. Yeah. Yeah.
But the ticket is important in TikTok, the average ticket amount. So because I feel that everything
No.
on TikTok is cheap.
No, it doesn't.
I
It doesn't.
feel it in my head.
As a matter of fact, it doesn't. But as a matter of fact, I would say it's probably better.
On TikTok that people buy.
There's some expensive things. Absolutely. Yeah, they're selling $1,800, more like a few $1,000s, scooters and all kind of stuff. Yeah. But if anything,
So
I.
for $5 and in the TikTok shop, it's so easy to buy.
You know what?
One click and you buy.
I don't have any data to back this up, but I want to go out there and say that the average
Let's find, what is the?
that the average cost of sale
and-
on TikTok is higher than Instagram. I wonder if we could pull this up. Let's,
Because in my mind it's for cheap things that you just
Let-
one click and you
let me
buy
ask-
it, like $8.
let me ask- oh,
And I think for Amazon the ticket is higher.
hold up, I'm gonna ask my expert.
That's not it anymore, it's definitely way, definitely way higher.
So as the difference of average tickets in a sale in all the platforms.
What?
Oh, it's still lower.
Yeah.
That was that I have in my
Okay.
mind.
Well, this is the average.
I
Look at the
know,
conversion
but
rate,
it's
though.
something that I have in my mind is because I
Oof.
feel. What?
Conversion rate.
Double, more than double.
That's very low.
Conversion?
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought your was 1921.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would have put the conversion rate, I would have guessed the conversion rate on TikTok was lower than Instagram.
But you said the sweet spot price point is under 30.
Yeah, so
So in my
see, but that wasn't the,
mind,
but that wasn't the
what is
question.
for buy cheap things, like I think that I don't need, like
Yeah, I definitely think you get away with cheaper things on TikTok, but there's definitely, let me see. What would be a good way to ask this to not lead?
what is the average in
Which,
Amazon?
no.
No, but because of the groceries,
Platform,
it's $70.
IG
Amazon is higher.
does. Okay. I wonder if Instagram is counting services.
Who sells an Instagram? Like, can you sell?
Yeah, you can.
Like ManyChat, I guess?
No, you can sell in ads.
Oh,
Yeah, ads. Yeah, I've officially, I think, like over the last few weeks,
There's no Instagram shop.
no, but I've officially bought more products on TikTok, I think some point this week, than I have purchased ever on Instagram.
But by Instagram, you mean ads that take you to a landing page of a B2C site, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but they also have something that lets you stay on Instagram for the checkout.
Your Instagram, your Instagram shop.
Yeah, it is like an
It's
Instagram
connected
shop.
Sometimes with your Shopify and they show you.
No, yeah, you're right, but I don't think it's called Instagram Shop because there's not a. It's more of like a feature that allows you to do the full checkout while not leaving Instagram, but you don't have like a branded Instagram shop.
When you post something, not an advertising, just a post, a regular post, you can. Put
Oh yeah, you have
product,
yes, yeah,
And it's there to leave and people come back.
yeah, you're right.
there.
Yeah, you're absolutely
But
right.
it's not so easy as TikTok. TikTok is just one click, and Instagram you have to do like 3 or 4 or 5 clicks.
You're absolutely
so
right.
That's the reason I think people think faster in buy faster on TikTok because the click is there. It's like boom, boom, boom. That is. You don't have time to think. No, I don't need that. Because
So,
on Instagram, it's so many steps that maybe you say I don't think that. Netflix.
I'm gonna pull this. I saved I saved a.
In Instagram, you have to go to the website and maybe do all the process, and you have things to leave the cart.
I saved a post that I found on Instagram, and it ties into what we're talking about today. Let me see if I can get this product here. What do you think was the best-selling product on Prime Day?
On what?
Prime Day?
The number one selling product on Prime Day.
On Prime Day.
Prime Day, on Amazon Prime Day, which is now like a month long. But like the whole Prime Day holiday.
It's not a day.
Pillows or sheets or something like that.
What?
Pillows or sheets.
Something for the house.
What else?
For me, Amazon is things for the house, is appliances, is I love groceries, buy groceries there. That's Amazon for me.
Take a guess. El producto más vendido en Prime Day.
Tell us.
We'll give somebody a chance to guess. Otherwise, Ramon's going to jump out there and say, I told you, that's what I was going to say. No, 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 no.
Algo para
Okay.
la casa, something for the house.
Huh?
Say
¿Es un
something.
producto electrónico? ¿Es electrónico?
Uh,
¿Es un producto electrónico?
no.
No.
I think it's something for the house.
You think it's something for the house. That's pretty big. That's a big guess. That's a big
Okay,
guess.
decoration or appliance?
A decoration or appliance. That narrows it.
What was the product again?
Number one selling product on Prime Day. What do you think it was?
Ratón Pérez.
Well, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to tell me the specific brand. Just tell me what kind of product it was. Like,
The category.
get a little more narrow. What within groceries?
Toilet paper.
That's in the house, right? So you would have been covered. Okay. Well, eggs. Eggs for e-commerce. You're optimistic. Let me see. Can you see it?
What is that?
Is that Purdy?
The Premier Protein Shake. The number one
Oh, that's what you said.
most purchased item.
And that's the best protein shake in the world?
I think it's one of the worst. Super high sodium content, but the Post does really good. So that was the number one selling one. And the brand who makes it is called Bell Ring Brands, right? Not that important. Number two, Liquid IV. Number three, let me see.
Está como pedialite, como. Oh my God.
And number three, Temptations Cat Treats.
¿Qué es eso?
Comida por los gatos. Una comida por los gatos. Listen, guys, these are the top 3 selling products on Prime Day. What do they have in common?
People need more than one to buy one.
Yeah, customer preference, you buy it.
Subscriptions. Subscribe and save. That's the name of the game, guys. That's why I keep telling you guys, if you're getting a product, if you already have a product, you got to work with what you got. But if you're looking at getting into a new product, si estás entrando y quieres probar Amazon con un producto nuevo que no tiene nada que ver con joyas, coja un producto that is
It has a regular.
toilet paper even también, but like something that you can subscribe to, right? These people, I don't know how much they made. You know, this.
Can you ask what is the product that the best sell product on TikTok?
I'll ask the number one selling product on TikTok. I'm going to ask that now. But I have. Do you think these brands profited on Prime Day?
Likely, but not a lot.
Maybe they.
Likely, but definitely not a lot.
I-
Anybody even.
I think we all agree that they didn't do huge profits, not great profits on Prime Day. The thing here, because of the product they sell, when Prime Day was done, they're making more money this month and next month and the month after because of the subscriptions. That's the type of business that you guys want to be in. If you're picking a product, get into a product that is a replenishable or a consumable. Don't get a product anymore. Like a run from a product that somebody buys and that's it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be at war all day, every day, getting your next client. And that's never going to stop. And then eventually the product, life cycle of the product goes down. Like they all do. But let me look it up real quick and see number one or top 3, like we just did here. Top
10 categories of.
top 3 products. No, where's my consultant? Here, let me get Gemini. What?
You're not writing.
Let's see, compared to this, well, they also had a holiday, I mean, they also have a pickup in sales too on Prime Day, let's see.
Beauty.
Oh, so this answered the question. There isn't an official real-time top sellers ranking from TikTok. How are based on TikTok?
But in US,
Okay, so here,
because I think if this is a Chinese,
no, Korean skincare products is,
but can you ask if US? The US is in the top.
what? No.
Oh.
What kind of data will you know the data, but it's gotta be beauty, for sure. Or supplements.
Tarte Cosmetics, micro ingredients.
What is it?
It doesn't give you one.
There's no okay. These are fashion network.
Uh, bueno. Yeah, but
But they say it's because they're easy to show and to engage.
is that what it said?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the meaning and the explanation, they say because that categories are easy to show, that, and they
Yeah, so Prime Day said that the winner was the protein shake. I don't see it that the winner was the protein shake. I think the winner was subscriptions. Subscriptions was the win. And that's something all of us could tap into, is getting into a subscription. Ironically, they're one of the cheapest things to get into on Amazon. It's a lot more affordable. The barrier of entry is a lot less. Getting into most, even supplements. Supplements or other food consumables, the barrier of entry of getting into those was much easier. Miguel, ¿cuál era más fácil, encontrando algo en China o su último producto en suplemento? Totalmente suplemento. Yeah. World of difference. One of them's a lab down the street, and the other one is a lot more China. Yeah. So I think that's a big takeaway to take. So we want to get something that's highly demonstrable, maybe has some ASMR to it, that you can easily, here's the next one, that you can easily find creators for. Not that you can find creators and you're like, oh, if they can do that, they probably can do this. No, that there's creators out there, and a lot of them, that are already creating content on this thing, not to train some new creators to create this new type of content that none of them have ever created. And the benefit there, when you're looking at there's already a bunch of creators creating content on this thing, is you get to see what they've created on and what actually works, and then just have them do that. So demonstrable, ASMR, lots of creators that you can find for this. Differentiation, I think, is a plus, although the degree of differentiation definitely matters more if you're staying on Amazon. And some other criteria I'd put. Yeah, I think niching down. I think niching down is something on your checklist to be more important than ever. Like if you sell, I'll use a simple example. If you sell cat shampoo, don't just sell cat shampoo. Sell specific breed shampoo for cats. Like, I don't know that many cats. Siamese, Sphinx, all that. If you sell extracts, I mean, sell cherry, sell cotton candy, sell blueberry, sell, don't just sell extracts, you know. Look for flavors, ingredients, breeds, like explode it out to where you're speaking specifically to an audience. If you're gonna get into grills, I don't like the grill category. If I was to get into the outdoor cooking category, I say this, I haven't said it in a while, the way I would get in that category is with a caja china. You guys, you know what a caja china is? So there's so many, the wooden box. With the pig. That thing hasn't evolved in 100 years. Put the viewing window in there so he stops opening it, and we could see that the skin is nice and crispy, and you know, have some cool accessories to go with it. I think nobody's doing that category right. That's the only entry I see there. But you know what there is a lot of room for? The person that wants to create a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel of themselves grilling. So think about, like, what are the things this person would need? Well, how about something that comes out from the grill and holds a light? You know, what are the pain points that creator has that grills? So marry those two things together and create something for that person. And call it right out in the listing, you know, barbecue grill for the YouTube, you know, grill master, hobbyist grill master, something like that, but create something that's niche, that speaks specifically to that person. Somebody who's not into YouTube and content creation, they're not gonna buy that product. That's fine. That's completely fine. Yours is gonna sell for more because it's speaking to a specific person, but like seriously niche down in your product. Big advantage. Don't try to sell this thing that's like good for everyone out there under the sun. The supplements, not the supplements, the probiotics. This is a probiotic speaking to a very specific person in a very specific pain point. The cleaning thing we spoke to is also doing that in a different way. So these products that are doing that is where you want to be. And when you couple all that together, I think that's super important. Yeah. I think creating content for your product is important. And if you're not in a niche, who are you creating content for? Like, so to be able to create content effectively, you have to create for somebody, and that's somebody in a niche. Trying to create content for men and women that can be young or old, and that can be employed or not, that doesn't work. That's not. Yeah, but even then you'd need like 10 channels with AI creating on every channel, hitting it from every angle. And then would the argument be, would it be better to have 10 different products and create this product for the elderly person who's blank? You know what I mean? Versus this super listing, which is like super good at not making money or not speaking to anyone. Those are the main criterias that I'd put on a checklist. Let me think, there's gotta be something I missed there. No.
So but that criteria is just for Amazon or for any?
We're speaking about Amazon, but Amazon nowadays, if you really want to succeed on Amazon, it's very difficult to not speak about other platforms, because the people that are doing really good on Amazon, not just in total sales, but in actual profit, they're doing other things off of Amazon.
So do you know omnichannel is part of the
I think you should be more omni-channel, yeah. I think at a minimum, you should have, at a minimum, Amazon, Shopify, one other channel, and a content channel. But that one other channel might also be your content channel. So like, let's say Amazon, Shopify, TikTok. That lets you do your Amazon stuff. It allows you to have your Shopify play to catch whatever doesn't go to Amazon or doesn't go to TikTok, and it allows you to create content on TikTok, and it allows you to run TikTok to Amazon. But that could look like Amazon, TikTok, Shopify, and a newsletter.
So what is Instagram for now?
You totally could bolt Instagram on. What I would not recommend Instagram for right now, not that it's not good, is, hold on, let me back up. In the world of Amazon and selling physical products, I do recommend Instagram as just a general strategy for a person's business. But if you're selling a physical product, and right now, the play that's working is AI video from Instagram to Amazon. If you're doing that, great. But if you're getting it so that you can post faceless Canva quotes every day, I think it's a waste of time. I think you should put your resources somewhere else. I don't know anyone that posts, start your day with coffee and some like generic Canva post, and that's selling their coffee on Amazon. I've never seen it. So if you're gonna put your face out there and create content and go behind the scenes and you're in your warehouse, great. Most people are not gonna do that. So if you're gonna do that though, do all that behind the scenes stuff and do some branding, I think it's worth it. If you're gonna do AI video to Amazon, I think it's worth it. If you're not gonna do those things, I think you should just focus your resources somewhere else.
The AI videos you're talking about are these kind of videos that is like cartoon or like super like realistic.
No, they're good. How can I?
Because I don't know why in my phone I have a lot of videos with songs talking about a problem or.
Here, rather than try to put it on the screen,
Like a cartoon, and then at the end you need to buy something.
yeah, rather than put it on the screen, I'll pass this around. Let me see, do I have? See all. Let's see.
People use Engage. I like it.
Right. Now, I think us looking at that, we realize that's not a real person, but you've seen them.
Amazon or TikTok?
This one, I believe, is TikTok. Yeah, this one's TikTok.
Pour boiling water over your oranges, folks. Let them dry. If a shiny film appears on the peel, that orange has been coated in wax and dyed.
So
It's right
I
on the
guess
shelf.
that
Rub it with
gets
a
me
paper
back to the
towel.
question that I asked a little bit ago. Will that be more effective or less effective than live streaming this TikTok? Or would that be?
What's your take?
More skill.
I'm sorry, could you?
It's more skill. If you can, again, if you can have somebody doing live video all day, like this team does, that's definitely one way. But can you double the number of people doing live video, they can triple the number of people. And that's I think live video might be more profitable, but the AI video component of it, if you do it well, it's infinitely scalable.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I would agree. It's quicker to scale, quicker and easier to scale than IRL in real life live streaming. I think the ROI is greater on the IRL live streaming. I think your likelihood of connecting and building an actual brand is going to be a lot more powerful, but quicker out the gate to see results going from zero to those first few sales. It's probably, I mean, let's say you hire someone to do live streaming. I'm imagining el primer persona que hizo los lives contigo fue uno de tus socias.
Sí.
Right. So the first one that did the live streaming that they built this out on was a business partner that was probably willing to not take anything unless they got paid. If you might not be ready to go live and you be the person going live and putting in your dues, so you'd have to hire someone. There's no guarantee that that person you hire is going to be a good fit, or that you can keep them long enough to where the money you're making from the sales is going to cover the overhead. You're not going to have that issue with AI video.
Yeah, I'm asking because I've read a lot about how amazingly live stream it is.
It is.
Maybe the generational gap, because I don't see why is it better than a video of a person that's pre-recorded or AI video is pushing a similar message. I don't see why live streaming is so much better.
Because it's about minutes consumed. The more minutes you consume, the more chances you have of relating with the person. So in a live stream, people will consume for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes nonstop, right? So in those scenarios, they're getting their touch points much faster.
Infomercial?
Yeah, like if you're going live, it's not to go live for 3 minutes, right? You're going live for an hour.
It's-
going on for all day.
Okay.
It's-
So men consume this.
More
the
time
ultimate
to
is the
generate
ultimate.
trust.
Yeah, it's also when I hear somebody tell me, I don't understand why, is there any live streams that you've really enjoyed?
I don't even use TikTok, so.
Right.
That's
Well, not just TikTok, any live streams, period, like a YouTube live stream, a Facebook Live.
Not really.
Right. So whenever somebody tells me that they've never gotten into one and it's not really a thing, for me, it's the same thing as somebody saying, I don't like music. What I hear is, you just haven't heard a song that you like. Or like, if somebody says they don't like reading, I'm like, you haven't read a good book. And a good book is a good for you book. But if we found a live stream for something that was on a topic that you really enjoyed, on a person that you were really curious and fascinated about, and they did it and they knew how to communicate those things of their brand through video, you'd be hooked on it and you'd probably subscribe to it. So I haven't seen their lives, but something they said caught my attention. I've seen plenty of live videos that show jewelry sitting on this beautiful black velvet thing and it's spinning. They mentioned that they customize the jewelry right there on the spot, which introduces ASMR. It introduces the personality and how they think when they're designing it. So like, communicating your message through video is more than just being on video and talking. There's a lot to it that you have to communicate through video. And if you found one that was talking about something that you liked and that you were curious about, and they were good at doing that, you'd be sucked in. So there's a likelihood that you haven't consumed enough live streams.
I'm part of that category. I think I haven't consumed enough
Yeah, I
live,
haven't
because
at all.
for me it's too much time. I need like 5 seconds to see, I like this product, I want to buy it, yes or no, but I'm not going to stay watching 2 hours to someone talking about the same product. For me, it's too much time. So
Have
I
you-
am not that kind of consumer. I
Are you
make
also
quickly decisions?
Are you also the same way with webinars? Right. So,
I need everything fast.
right. So have you ever,
For example, podcasts, because I like to consume podcasts and on YouTube, but at the same time I'm doing another thing. So I put the podcast and I cook the bread.
a lot of people do that with live streams.
Yeah, but I'm not buying anything, I'm learning. But for buy something, I just need to see it like in 3 seconds, I like it or I don't like it, and that's it. But when I'm learning, I invest time.
The
But
majority,
when I'm buying, I don't invest so much.
the majority of people who consume live streams
Uh-huh.
don't buy.
No?
No, they consume the content and they want to hear about it. ¿Cuántas personas tienes en los lives? Una baraje de... Viendo.
50, ahorita mismo hay 50 creo.
De los 50 personas, ¿cuánto vas a comprar?
De los 50 personas,
Menos de 5, me imagino.
¿perdón?
Menos de 5 de ellos.
No,
Más.
diariamente cada live saca entre 50, entre 45 y 50.
Entonces 100% de los gentes ahí, de los 50, vas a comprar.
Lo que pasa es gente que entra y sale.
Ajá, en total, en un live,
No, puede
que
haber
duran ¿cuántas horas?
7 horas cada live.
7 horas. En 7 horas, ¿cuántas personas?
Pueden estar entre 1000 y 1500 personas.
Y de los 1.500 personas,
50.
50 comprar.
Sí, pero hay algo que
Vuelve mañana.
TikTok cuenta.
Cuando entra y sale, como 2 o 3 personas. Sí.
Exacto.
¿Lo que estás vendiendo?
¿Perdón?
¿Qué tipo de producto es?
Joyería.
¿Cómo?
Joyería y accesorios.
Jewelry,
Sí. So,
7 horas.
the majority of people consume a live.
2 shifts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the majority of people consume a live because they're just interested in the topic, or they want to see about it because they're thinking about getting it in the future. And I don't do that. So I'm with you.
As you say, I invest time in something that is important for me. So if I'm learning something, I put the podcast 2 hours and it's perfect because I'm doing another thing at the same time. But for buying stuff, no. I just
Right.
make a quick research and I buy this and that's
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if I want to buy something and I know they're about to have a live stream, and at some point in that live stream they're going to give a 20% discount, I just buy it. 'Cause I'm not waiting for 20%, and I'm not doing that. Like, I'll pay the 20% to not have to sufrir por una hora. O sea, yo soy igual.
Yo tengo mucho que hacer en la vida como para sentarme.
Sí.
O sea, yo quisiera que mi día fuera como 48 horas tanto que hacer.
No, I appreciate my time.
De otra persona.
My wife will do something the reverse, and she's like, well, we gotta go. We paid $50 for this thing. I said, I'll pay you $50 so that we don't have to go.
Yo no sé si sea el nicho de nosotros o normalmente es así, pero las personas que normalmente ven los live son personas de 55, señoras de 55 años, 50.
Desocupadas.com.
Nuestro público.
¿Tu edad?
Pero las señoras.
Pero señoras. No, nosotros
That's good news for you.
el porcentaje de hombres es 3%.
Tell them you'll bundle it. Every time they buy a necklace, you'll give a deck of cards.
Pero muchas, ayer, por cierto, creo que ayer lo estaba viendo, el 55% son mayores a 55.
¿Y cuántos años tienen la talento del...
Trato de buscar gente como nosotros. Cuando trato de buscar gente de 40, 45 que pueda, que se entienda, porque en algún momento buscaba cualquier chica.
Jovencitas,
No, difícil. No hablan lo mismo,
No me
no
imaginé
entienden
que
lo
tu
mismo.
target era tan mayor. Pensé que todas esas cositas eran como para niñas, como para
No,
jovencitas.
eso es un 10% de nuestro...
Wow. ¿Viste? No me lo imaginé.
Pero es que yo hace poco leí algo en el que, en el que se decía que creo que el 36 o el 38% de las personas que más compran en línea son personas entre 40 y 55 años. Que más compran en e-commerce.
Okay.
No hay gente tan joven.
Bueno, that's what I had. It was supposed to be more like interactive with all of us, throwing stuff around. We did some of that. Anybody want to add anything?
Estamos perdiendo plata. Ahora vamos a hacerlo en vivo. Me voy a ir a hacer un live en TikTok.
I want to start going live more.
Es difícil comenzar.
¿Cómo es? Yo no sé. ¿Qué puedo hablar yo 7 horas seguidas?
No.
O sea, yo no sé. Yo puedo hablar 20. Ahí
No, empieza. Linda, no empieza. Yo te conozco.
Creo que es fácil. Mira, ella cuando empezó lloraba. Recuerdo una noche que empezó y tenía 3 o 4 o 5 personas, no recuerdo. Llegó, lo apagó y se tiró en el piso a llorar. Y decía que ya no podía, que no podía y no. Pero poco a poco fue agarrando, ella no creía mucho que ella podía hacer las cosas y como que entre todos, ¿no? Pero claro que sí, tú eres bonito, tú eres eso, tú hablas. No, yo soy muy seria. Entonces, porque veía que otras lo hacían y era,
tu mente es el problema.
sí. Y
Tu propia mente.
a la mayoría de personas no les gusta hacerlo. A la gran mayoría, hace rato tú lo dijiste, mira, a nadie le gusta parar en una cámara. Y poco a poco lo van llevando. Tenemos una
¿Cómo
persona.
hablan el mismo tema?
No.
Seguidas.
¿Tú has visto ¿cómo se llama?
Y en los 7 horas no repitan.
No, porque nosotros diseñamos.
Ah, sí.
Pero tú ves a las personas que trabajan, si ves a las personas que trabajan con nosotros, conoces a alguien y aquí y tú no, esta no hace eso. Cuando entran al live son un personaje.
Would you start a live?
El live los va llevando. El live es como
Attractive woman, even if you're, that's what it is.
Los comediantes, ¿te has dado cuenta que ahora
If your audience is
todo
women.
lo hace el público? Llegan y empiezan a hablar.
Is your audience women?
O sea, como que la misma
For the cards?
te va dando el tema.
El 80% de las personas que están en el live.
If that's a big thing, you should consider the surgery. So you wouldn't have any more problems.
Y entonces ellos se van quedando.
Nah.
Y así poco a poco.
Se crea la comunidad,
Se
se
crea
crea todo el tiempo, ellos se conocen, se hablan,
Se mandan regalos entre ellas mismas.
Bueno, let's do this. That's a stopping point. Let's wrap up. We keep talking, but we're at a stopping point anyway here. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
Gracias a ti.
Pero sí, seguimos hablando. No. I gotta finish the stream porque estamos en vivo.
Carlos,
Y
quiero
ella
comentarte algo.
y cuando
Yes.
I have
y así son todos.